Hello, my name is Henning, and as you can probably tell by the title above me, this is a vlog about entertainment in general compared to other cultures. United States versus compared to Germany. Why do I do that? Because I'm a German exchange student. I have not lived in this country for my whole life. I just moved here 3 months ago, so obviously there are some differences in the culture here and there. So the first thing I wanted to get into, since I currently am in the video editing room of the school-owned TV crew, I'd say. It's not really a crew, it's more a class, but never mind. I'm in the editing room, so I came up with, hey, why not talk about entertainment? So let's get to it. Okay, let me start off by saying, first of all, the language is a difference. We Germans speak German, you Americans speak English, so obviously everything I'm going to discuss, we have a different language. That's always the case, or mostly. So the first thing I want to get into is the experience. If you go to a theater, like a movie theater in Germany, it's mostly you sitting down, getting a seat, and watching a movie with your friends, eating popcorn, eating tacos, all that stuff. So that's pretty similar to here. But one difference I've been to very recent ago was a so-called car cinema that's been around here. And I found that to be very interesting because you basically sit in your car, tune into a radio station that broadcasts the audio. It's pretty, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but I kind of had to sit in the back seat and I had to duck all the time, but it was an awesome experience, to be honest. I've never done any of that before. We hear about that stuff, or at least I heard about that stuff in movies, saw it in other American movies, saw it in television and all on the internet, but I've never done that before because I don't know if it's just me, but I've never seen one of those car theaters in Germany. So that's right off the bat something that's pretty awesome, and that kind of translates to the American culture where you do most of the stuff in your car compared to Germany where you don't do that much of stuff in your car. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So let's talk about what happens when the movies get out of theater and you can buy them and watch them at home. How do you do that? First of all, similar in Germany as well as here, you can buy a DVD, Blu-ray, HD DVD, whatever you like, VHS. I think you can even buy still VHS tape, so that's one thing. Difference to Germany maybe compared to the USA, you have a different audio track, so you have English mostly, you have German obviously, mostly Spanish, Italian, maybe Turkish. Depends kind of on the DVD and the publisher, but you have always multiple languages. Here, on the other hand, I've seen English, maybe Spanish, and that's it. So there you go. Got multiple languages. I honestly prefer the original languages more because they just sound more authentic. Because what you have to keep in mind with the German version is it's dubbed. So basically, they just revoice it, and it sometimes sounds pretty funny, in my opinion. Most of the people, though, in Germany just watch the movies dubbed because it's easier to understand. I mean, you don't have to learn another language. Makes sense, right? Another thing that's pretty similar to here is a renting store. So instead of buying, just rent them. It costs like, I think, €1 per day, or like €2 per day. Yeah, it's not that much. To rent a DVD or Blu-ray, and you can keep them at home and return them. Same as here with Blockbuster and Redbox, except that Blockbuster and Redbox are, as far as I can tell, or as far as I noticed, getting a bit more slimmer, I would say. So they don't make that much of money because of the next topic, which is digital. So you rent your movie digital, or even pay a monthly fee for, let's say, Netflix, and you can stream any movie they have as long as you pay the monthly fee. That's pretty awesome. There are some alternatives to that in Germany, but mostly they don't have that much of a variety, or just focused on film, so you don't have TV shows and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, I think with Netflix, although I've heard a lot of people complaining that Netflix with $10 a month is kind of expensive, trust me, you're lucky, it's kind of cheap. That's just what I'm saying. And I really do love Netflix. I've watched a bunch of movies, been watching a lot of TV shows on there. It's awesome. I would love to have that in Germany. Germany, other topic, like I said, we do have some equivalents there, but they don't have that much of variety because the whole copyright situation in Germany is not really sorted out yet, and it's kind of a whole mess. So you can do it, but you don't really. It's not that good. Then I would never pay $10 a month for it. That's not worth it for me. Another option would be the on-demand paying. In other words, same as the rental store, but you're streaming it or you're downloading it. Examples for that would be Xbox Live, iTunes, and that kind of stuff. Like I said, almost the same variety as on DVD and Blu-ray rental stores. I mean, there's a lot more variety on that sort of stuff than on the flat rate renting, streaming stuff. But it's still it's still a bit more expensive than actually going to the store and grabbing the DVD and returning them the next day, which is kind of I would like to have it 99 cents and you can instantly watch it on iTunes. That would be my dream. But then again, it's mostly dubbed stuff, so you don't actually get the English audio track on those kind of movies, except for there's 10, 20 movies who actually offer that. So yeah, again, it's there, but no one really uses it. So the next thing I want to get into is television. Television is one of the most common ways of entertainment, at least while we're talking digital entertainment. I'm not including books and all of that kind of stuff. I know there's more, but hey, I'm in a video editing room, not in a writing room, so there you go. So the thing about TV shows in Germany is we have a lot less variety in channels overall. Technically there's 999 channels, but a lot of them are twice there, or actually you don't want to watch them because they're just trying to sell you stuff, and so it eventually comes down to I would say about 20 to 30 channels at the max. And I've got a feeling that you in America have a lot more variety. You have one channel, I think it's called FX, that's just focusing on movies. So they're playing constantly movies all day long. That's not really the case in Germany. Mostly movies start at 8:15 p.m. and that's when everyone just gathers around their TV and chooses which movie to watch, and they all start at the same time. Also, what's funny, the rating. We have, of course, a different rating. It's from 0, 6, 12, 16, and then 18 years. You have, I think, PG, PG-13, and R-rated, so you only have 3 kind of things. I'm just generalizing here. So what's funny is you can basically show any movie at any given time, no matter what rate they are, at least as far as I have noticed, because I've seen some R-rated movies during the daytime. And in Germany, it's a bit different. Starting to 8:15 p.m., you can show any movie that's rated 12 or up. Starting 10, you can show any movie that's rated 16 and up. And starting midnight, you can show any movie that's rated R and up until 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's a big difference right there, I think. Other than that, what I also noticed is that a lot of the channels around here, you have to pay for your television. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you actually have to pay for things like satellite, for things like cable TV, and that kind of stuff. I mean, we do have to pay for cable too, but satellite TV, in Germany you just buy the box and it's free, unless you want HD. Then it comes down to, we have some TV stations that are available to everyone for free because you pay a monthly tax for them. So those you can receive in HD, but not the private ones. That ones you actually have to pay 50 bucks, I think, 50 euros a month. So other than that, I think I've seen a lot of the same, or at least similar movies. We have How I Met Your Mother, Law and Order, all the different TV shows, especially the new ones like Big Bang Theory, How I Met Your Mother. We do have those. They're again dubbed. So yeah, I mean, they're sort of funny, but I don't think they're really as funny as they are in English. Like with most things, they're mostly the funniest in the native language. So, and another thing that I also saw that was pretty funny was, it's actually cool that you have similar TV shows. Like, you have this show called The Office. There's something similar called Stromberg. It's basically the same thing, but with German actors. So they're not dubbing it, they're essentially remaking it in the language, so the jokes are actually funny. Hey! And then also the whole casting stuff, like American Idol, The Voice, which is basically the same stuff. I mean, it's the same. Moving on, although we have internet and you have internet, you're still, at least from what I've noticed, most people are still consuming their news through their television. So you have a bunch of stations like we have around here, Como 4, Cairo 7, all this kind of stuff. In Germany, we do have multiple stations, but what everyone's watching, it's up at 8 p.m. It's what's called the Tagesschau, and most of the people I know, my parents, all of their friends are pretty much watching it. So in that kind of sense, it's like 15 minutes, all the news you care about around the whole country of Germany and around the world. So yeah, and it's not interrupted by ads. There is no ads in there. It's actually illegal because you're paying taxes for them. So they just don't show you ads after 8 p.m. I think, or 7 p.m. So to summarize it up, we do have a lot of stations that are nationwide. I mean, a lot. It's like 30 stations, which is, for me, it's a lot. That's nationwide, not that much local stuff. We do have some local stuff that's like divided into like the north side, the west side, the east side, the middle side, and then like the southern. So you have like some regional channels for that. But at the end, honestly, I don't really watch them. There are people out there who do, I don't. And on to the last form of digital media that I'm going to discuss today. Of course, video games. So video games are essentially the same. I mean, we do have a bunch of independent stuff that's maybe from Germany, but since we have internet and all that kind of stuff, we do have Call of Duty, we do have Mass Effect, we do have Battlefield, all the games, Halo, all the games you know and love from America, we have them in Germany too, except for the fact that they are mostly they're dubbed in German, so they tend to have German voices, except for one company so far. I've only noticed that Rockstar Games are doing all their stuff in English, no matter what. They're subtitling it, but it's in English and English only, and that's something really, really smart, and I love that. Because if you don't know the language, you can read subtitles as always, and that actually makes the voices sound more authentic, because they can spend more of their budget on one language instead of like having to split those up into multiple languages. So that's pretty awesome. Good job, Rockstar. You're making a good job. I'm looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 5. But yeah, that's video games. So that's it about entertainment. I tried to cover as much as I could. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more, just hit that like button down below, or leave me a comment or a message, whatever you want, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And let me know about topics that you would like to know. Maybe as an American, like you would like to know, how is this in Germany, how is that in Germany, or as a German person, how is this in America, how is that in America, all those kind of comparison things. I do have a bunch of scripts about different kind of things, but eventually I'm going to run out of ideas. So if you have anything that you would like me to cover or compare, and you like this format and want to support it, just let me know in the comments below and hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Henning Steputis from America as a German person. Have a nice day.